Masaya. So this is Masaya's camera. This is your camera, Rico.
Yeah.
And if you're ready, Masaya, go ahead and start.
Yeah, we're recording?
Yeah.
We're recording, yeah. I think, can I call out the FCC? Like throw them under the bus?
This is your podcast. We're not on. Oh, wait, this is going on
yeah,
radio.
yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, so can that,
Why
does
not?
that, does
You're not
that,
saying
I mean,
anything.
I'm not going to like talk doo-doo about them. I'm just
Why
going to
not?
be like, oh yeah, by the way, never mind. We can't say that. FCC training says that we have to say more info at youtube.com/KPFT Sessions, right? Instead of go here. Oh, well, I guess we're rolling. Sorry. All right, you ready, dude?
We are.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm just rambling.
I'm over here yawning. My bad.
No, yawn, no. There's, I'm not like a professional radio dude. I'm just like, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, you know that. Yeah. Soak in the sights. DJ Rico Black. Do you not want to be called that?
I don't care.
Oh, you don't care anymore.
I don't
Okay.
care.
All right. So here we go. All right. So welcome back. This is the talking part of it. This is the Houston Collective. And before you are seeing this, what happened before was Jimmy Pizzatola doing the second session. So welcome back. And this is Masaya. And today we have DJ Rico Black, who does the audio for the KPFT Sessions. How are you doing, dude?
Well, that was a pretty cool intro.
Thanks.
You were pretty hyped up. I like it, man. I dig it.
As soon as I hit record, I'm a totally different person. So I try to,
What's your name again?
My name? Oh, did I not say that?
That's a good question. My memory's shot, so this interview should go well.
It's okay, because you're gonna be brutally honest with me, since this is technically the second episode.
Okay.
Technically,
You're doing
though-
great.
Thank you.
You're doing great.
You know, I try to not say and us a lot, but here, let's get into more of what you do and what your background is. So, what did you start out as before you became part of the KPFT crew?
How far back do you want me to go, man? I got stories on stories.
I like stories. I'm down for story time.
Okay. I'll
We want to
start
know
with this
you.
one.
Okay.
So long time ago, right?
Long time ago. Not in
No.
band camp.
No.
Okay.
I was never in band camp, never learned how to read music, none of that. But I've always been involved in music. And in college, I had a professor ask for interns for a radio internship.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought everybody and their mom was going to want to sign up and do it, or that the people who did sign up would need some kind of great grades and extracurriculars to their name, and I was not about any of that. Long story short, that's how I got into it. Then COVID happened. All the business connections I made during that time kind of went away. Then I became a DJ, which was a weird right turn, but it was fun. And I needed something a little more consistent, something that could kind of take me further in the future than just gigging at the clubs. So here I am.
Well, hey, welcome. I appreciate you being here and being the closest person to my age at the radio station.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, let's look into the camera.
We need more.
Yeah, we do need more. And so how do you see radio going or moving forward in 2024?
If I have anything to do with it, hopefully we modernize. I think there's a lot of good radio shows in Houston, but they've been the same good radio show for decades. And as much as I can respect and congratulate that, I think it's time that we get some newer, younger voices, different voices on different places. Demographics can only take you so far before you start needing to know who your people are.
Yeah, I feel like most of everyone in radio is literally grand personed in.
Yeah, they've been there for a while, longer than I've been alive.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing, probably longer than all of us have been alive put together.
Yeah.
And no hate on that, and I feel like there's also still merit in that to learn from the OGs.
For sure.
But
they're all over that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, they've been doing it for so long that they have had to pick up some tricks, man.
Yeah.
And that's
So-
what I listen for.
Yeah. So how do you feel about like me coming into it and bringing the video element into radio? I know it's not like a traditional radio show and it's more like a podcast, but I still don't know the difference between a radio show and a podcast other than the amount of cussing that's allowed on a podcast.
That and where it goes, and when it happens. So a podcast you can kind of schedule for whenever it gets pre-recorded. Maybe they sell a live event type of deal, but it's all pre-recorded. Radio, you can do live, you can do a little bit of everything. And I think you coming into this place and messing it up with your videos, no, I think it's dope. I think we're onto something that's kind of, I don't want to have it fit anywhere neatly in terms of who it belongs to.
Oh yeah, no, I 100% agree with that. And one thing that I'm definitely trying to think of is how to do it live, because I feel like all the OGs in radio are not really down for pre-recorded anything. And from your tone of voice, it sounds like you're not either, Rico.
Hey, man, I do enough, all right? I don't need more things on my to-do list.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of what's changing, a lot of the new stuff is kind of forcing those OGs to adapt as well. And the ones that can't, they're, this sounds morbid, but they're not with us anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the morbidity is always fun. You know, maybe we might get canceled. Who knows? Before we even get on here.
Let's hope.
Yeah. But maybe that'll ruffle some feathers. You know, I'm all about doing that and doing rebel things. And also I feel like I have a tiny bit of guilt since I'm in video and there's that one song, Video Killed the Radio Star. But I feel like a video can also revive the radio star.
Yeah, I think I was going to say something like that, that right now we don't have to be a podcast or a radio station or a YouTube thing. It's multimedia in its purest form.
Yeah, multimedia, and that's what I definitely want to do, and also figure a way to make it more interactive, where listeners and viewers can be part of the journey somehow. As I was thinking of, like during fund drive stuff, as something like maybe give away 2 spots to see a live taping. I don't know. Are we allowed to say that? I guess someone will let me know.
Yeah, the FCC.
Yeah. John?
John, yeah. Get his email memorized.
Oh, I do.
Oh, yeah? I have questions too.
Yeah.
All right. CC me, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, no. And so do you think that would be something? I mean, the spot at the radio station is tiny. I think if we had like half a person, it'd be already packed.
Yeah, we're struggling for space and sometimes time.
So have you guys ever done any like live events at the station, or is it more like live record or broadcasting?
Everything. So we can do remote shows and broadcast live on air to a radio station from a remote location. We can also pre-record whatever's going on and say that we were broadcasting from another location. So it all depends on how you want to do it. It all depends on what we have available, who we have available. I keep putting B's on my V's. It's weird.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm Filipino. All our F's are P's.
Yeah, but there's just a whole bunch of different ways we can go about doing it. And, it's a lot to learn, and it's a lot to... It provides a big opportunity for a lot of people to get involved where they probably didn't have access to us before. And I think that's important. Meeting people where they're at.
Yeah. No. I'm definitely thinking of ways to bring that. I think it'd be really cool to have a live broadcast or live pre-recorded show at one of the free shows that I throw on.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not for profit, and 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 I think that'd be cool just to have anyone there, just to have a broadcast, because it's going to be a long day, and I think there'll be lots of content there, and we record everything. So maybe that could be something. I wouldn't want whatever, but yeah.
Sign me up, Doc.
No. I think if you want to do it, that'd be great.
I'm always down to do something. I just like seeing change, man.
Yeah, well, you could see the change.
Mm-hmm. It's floating all around us.
Change. Well, here, let's do something a little unprofessional here. Hey, Jar, what's the time? Oh, no, out there.
10:41.
10:41. We've only been talking for 10 minutes. Oh, well then, Rico, let's talk more about you. I'm going to put this on the radio. I think this will be fun. I think that's the one cool thing, because I'm not polished, and I like doing like showing and letting the viewers and listeners see the behind the scenes and showing how like not radio I am.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious.
It's okay. See, I knew it. That's why I said someone's going to be brutally honest today.
Oh, dang.
I'm not hating. I like that. I honestly like that because I'm not scared of feedback or constructive criticism. I'll just take it that way.
Yeah,
So.
I feel you.
Yeah. So, what's your experience been like at KPFT?
Yeah, that one radio station we know nothing about. For the most part, it's been cool, man. It's been chill. It's been a sweet little gig. You know, no one really.
We can bleep stuff out, right?
Oh yeah. No, I don't want y'all to do anything in post. All right. No, but I definitely have a lot of freedom to do what I want, how I want to do it, and if I mess up or if it doesn't work, I definitely hear it. But that's fine, because I'd rather, something get nipped in the bud than drag it on.
So how is it? Is it like a big difference between doing board operator stuff for the radio versus board operator? So would you still call it board operator if you're doing live sound for music, or is that a sound engineer? Or are those terms interchangeable?
We talking DJing or?
But whatever, like from what you do on the board at the radio station, from DJing, or from doing what you do with me on KPFT Sessions when you're doing the miking and doing this thing, faders.
The whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But
that's a good.
No, there's definitely similarities, and that's kind of how I was able to be as successful as I was, because I kind of already had prior knowledge. So in DJing, I already had the previous experience in college doing the internet radio there. And then whenever I went into the clubs, I was using much better, bigger gear, but it was based off of the gear I was using. So everything was building up. And so then when I got to KPFT and I got this 16-channel board, I wasn't too intimidated, because I knew that you didn't have to use everything. You don't have to use all the bells and whistles. You don't have to turn all the knobs, and you don't have to move all the faders. So it was all pretty gradual, all pretty consistent and linear. So I think I played my cards right, and let's hope that I don't mess it up.
No way, man. They're stuck with us now.
Oh, God.
They're stuck with us. Yeah.
Yeah, keep signing up for more and more.
Yeah, whether they like it or not, we have live music at the station now. I mean, there's live music there too, but I feel, but I haven't heard too much of how those programming, those shows are run. And
I can tell you.
Yeah, please. Like the more information that I thought that was like eyelash. The more I hear, the better that I can start adjusting, because I feel like I adjust every time we do one. It's like, oh, okay, that was an unforeseen event.
So you want some of this consistency?
I mean, yeah, consistency. Yeah,
I'll give it to you.
Please. I'd rather hear it. I mean, I'm all over the place, as you know, and so consistency will look a little different, but I still would want to hear.
Well, the way we do it is usually it's a host who's probably either been told by the program director or asked the program director if this interview can go on. And then the talent comes in with their instruments, and we usually have 4 mics in the talk studio, and then we have 3 mics in the control room. And so the host is usually in the control room, operating the board, making things go live, playing PSAs, blah, 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 blah. And on the other side in the talk studio, that's where we'll use one of the 4 mics for the instrument and another one of the 4 for their voice. And then we just record like normal. And we've had a good amount of those, but it's hard when you are dealing with people of a certain age because they're not promoting everything on social media, which kind of does everybody a disservice, but that is the hope, that we can change those types of things and make things a little more mainstream, something like that.
So guests that come on, are you saying that they need to have social media to promote the radio show, or, I mean,
I think both.
Both, okay.
Radio needs to promote it, the talent needs to promote it, and
do you promote it?
Well, I don't.
I know.
I don't have social media. Yeah, no. I try to stay far away from internet as possible. I'll stick with my knobs and my
It's okay. Yeah, we'll just take a bunch of pictures for you and I'll promote you. Or not. I will give information on who the host or who the audio people are. FCC training.
John.
Learned. Yeah, John. Shout out to John. He was cool. Did he answer? Anyway.
He doesn't know me.
Oh, you didn't ask questions during that?
One in chat, but that was about it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I didn't want to be annoying. I don't know how long yours went on for, but
it went on for quite a bit. What's funny is I thought the same thing. I was like, I'm only going to ask one question because I don't want to be annoying. But when I email him,
I think the one question I did ask wasn't even a good one, and I was like, dang, there goes my one shot. Completely imposed upon myself, but that's another story.
No, and what's funny is like a lot of these people that was on there have probably been on radio for so long, and they're super getting upset about the little change. But one of the guys said it perfectly. Like it's figuring out how to get the information out there within these guidelines. So it's like, how do I don't know if you're familiar with using like AI, like Midjourney or ChatGPT, but that's another similar in that where you have to know how to talk to AI to get it to do or say what you need it to say. And I feel like it's same with these FCC rules that we're being imposed on.
If you want to get deep with it,
yeah, let's get deep, bro.
That's the problem with society, man. It's all about messaging, dude. You know what I'm talking about?
It totally is, and I think it's been a stressful yet enjoyable challenge trying to navigate the world of radio with people that are not stuck in their ways, but know the way. And I feel like it's definitely not broken. And so it probably doesn't need fixing, but it definitely needs updating.
It needs updating, and it needs a little help.
Yeah.
A little help.
And I think we can definitely facilitate that change. And so how often do you guys go out into the field and do a live broadcast? Have you done that?
No, I'm usually the guy who stays behind and makes sure it's still broadcasting on our end. And it's usually our lead engineer, Howard, who goes up there with another longtime supporter, Stu, and sometimes Jack. And we always have a team of people going out there and literally setting up the boxes, the transmitter, the receiver, the microphones, the wires, the power, everything.
Oh, wow. So it takes a lot. So it takes a minimum of 3 people to set up like an offsite. Is that
if you want to do it quick and you want to do it well, then yeah. Because even then, best plans can go to waste real quick. So those 3 have been doing it the longest, have been doing it the most, and have been doing it the best. That is something I do want to learn, but it's also something that we want to do a lot more. So more people need to learn it.
Hey, George, you hear that? So why this setup? If it's getting pre-recorded, why not just bring like a Tascam or a Zoom and then just plug in 2 mics that way? Is there like a special? Is this setup special to pre-record and or broadcast or?
What setup?
The on the go setup.
Ooh. So again, we could transmit live or just record it and then play it at a later date.
And so when you're recording it, is that just to a board, to a laptop, and then recorded, and then and is it transmitting like board, laptop, Wi-Fi, then transmitted? I think this is all interesting.
No, for sure. I'm about to nerd out a little bit, and I can get into the weeds. But long story short, if it's all going right and if everything's set up well, then the actual transmitter, the little mini portable one that we have, is enough to get to whatever internet server and then out of the board / radio towers. When it doesn't work, that's when we have to use, workarounds like Ethernet hotspots, networking into other computers, remote desktops. What else? There's just a whole bunch of different ways that when it's not going right, we can write it. So it's hard to do an interview when all the answers are kind of like, it depends on how you want to do it.
No. Well, but that means that there's no one size fits all kind of thing. There's plenty of options to do it. Like I used to do jujitsu, and they always say, anytime I had a question, the first words was, "It depends."
Yeah.
It depends on the situation. It depends on where this is placed. Yeah.
It's a terrible answer, but it really does.
Yeah. I agree. It's a terrible answer, but at the same time, it lets me know that there is more than one way of getting from A to B.
Yeah.
Which is awesome because I'm not necessarily a rule follower, and I like to do things my way. And if I find an efficient way, I'm going to use that.
Well, get you a PA first, yeah?
Yeah. PA, like a thing. Yeah. We'll get one.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put your business out like that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Well, can we borrow one from the station?
I think I have one hidden somewhere.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know if it works.
Oh. So going forward with the KPFT sessions, like, where do you want to see it? How do you want to see it grow, or do you like the way it's been now?
Oh no, I'm never satisfied. I always wanted to grow always in all ways. You feel me?
So how far do you think, or would you want to see this go? Like, because currently with the space we have, we could only do solo, duo, or acoustics.
Yeah, that's a good question. I know Meg the Stallion was here over the weekend. Someone can verify this, but
yes,
she had 2 nights and she brought in a whole bunch of local Houston legends, Bun B, Zero, Lil Kiki, and she's Kiki, and she's a newer artist, but she respects those who came before her. And so if we can sort of emulate that with KPFT Sessions, and maybe at some point we have some new up-and-comer who has ties to legendary pasts, then I think once we start mixing the two, that I think that's when we'll be in a good place.
So do more rappers? Because I have a couple lined up.
Hey, man.
Or just anything in general?
Anything.
Well, yeah, eventually I want to also like go and do what you're talking about, going offsite and doing sessions that way. But man, that wall of CDs looks so cool. Like,
it sure does.
Like that look, I feel like is going to be one of the Houston iconic looks for us.
I hope so. That'd be cool.
Yeah. But then, I mean, are there other rooms at KPFT that has like a wall of CDs that we can use to host bigger?
No.
Okay.
Nope. That is the one room. But there's always like little renovations that we want to do. Sometimes we'll have pictures put up. Sometimes it's soundproofing that we'll put up instead. And sometimes it's just, FCC training guidelines. So again, it depends, right?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm still open to the idea of using that bigger room, but the other day I thought about it, and that's going to mess up whoever's downstairs. If we have more people in that bigger room, and if Jimmy was just tapping his foot, with boots on.
See, y'all got soft carpet in here, and we have hardwood floors, so.
I mean, I'm always open to do it here, but it doesn't have the wall of CDs. That's the thing that I'm like, oh, I want the wall of CDs. Like, what? Oh, I know. Maybe we can just take a picture of it and put it on fabric and like stick it on a wall.
Dude, that is a good idea. Just get some
Hollywood
wallpaper.
magic. Yeah. No, we honestly thought about doing that. So like when we first started doing Long River Sessions, we got something similar to that, but it was just a fake brick wall. And for the longest, nobody knew it was fake until they showed up and be like, "What? This is fabric." Yeah.
That's awesome. Fake it till you make it, man.
Yeah. No, and I would definitely consider doing that, but I feel like I don't know. Being a musician and being at a radio station, I feel like that goes so hand in hand together. Because that's growing up for me, at least, that was the dream. Like any musician wants to get on the radio, which it still is, but being at the station is like gives a vibe.
That's kind of where I'm at. Whenever COVID happened and I bought my first bit of DJ gear, I thought it was only going to be a few weeks, and I was just going to play with it. And I thought, anyone can do this, right? And then as I got better, I started to challenge myself, and then I wanted to perform a certain way, and then I wanted numbers, and then I wanted to perform in certain places, and you just keep reaching higher and higher. And I forgot what you asked me.
I like that story, and I forgot what I asked you too. All right, see, this is good. This is good. You got the training, I got the training. I feel like we should just be hosting stuff and make our own podcast.
Be careful what you wish for, man.
Hey, now you've seen the space. The space is awesome.
You're going to make me split my time all the time.
You're going to have to. I do.
You're right.
I do. Every other week I'm here with, Blue's next. Yeah, shout out to Blue and Jar back there. They don't turn it, but you can't. But I think this is a good end, right? So for more info, hold on. I got to think about this. How do I get the information out there without telling you what to do? To see what?
Well, this is your show.
No, please.
I was going to help you.
Yeah, no, please help me.
So the way you should do it is say the one time at the end of the show, the website that they can visit you at, or I could tell it because I'm the guest. Right?
I don't have a website, but I mean,
what's your website?
It's under construction. It looks awful.
What about the KPFT Sessions one?
That one is. Can we say that now?
Sure.
It's youtube.com/KPFT Sessions.
Okay, youtube.com/KPFT Sessions. You heard it from me. I'm the guest, so it's 1-1.
Oh, that's... Yeah. Goodbye.